Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl CeeChronicles with another talking scent episode. Thank you very much for joining me. If you are a seasoned subscriber, thank you for keeping the faith and always rooting for your girl. I see you in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. I always see you in the comment section, and I appreciate all your comments and I appreciate watching this video. I know you're taking time out of your busy schedules to watch this video, so I thank you for the support. If you're new on this channel, we do fragrance reviews in episodes that we call Talking Scents, and we do non-fragrance reviews in episodes that we call non-scent episodes. So today is going to be a Talking Scents episode. So we're going to be reviewing a fragrance today, and what I have today is a huge package. But let me say, this is not new. I have had this fragrance in my collection since 2019, right? And I'll explain to you why I haven't done a review for this fragrance in a minute. You will know why. But today, this is what we have. This is Lattafa's Maahir. Maahir. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyway, if I'm not, I don't mean to offend anyone. Let me tell you what Maahir means when I Google it. When I Googled it, it means a master craftsman. It means an expert in, in whatever they do. So this must mean, that this is a celebration for, the good work that they've done thus far, and that, it does mean that they are craftsmen and master craftsmen in what they do. These are good perfumers. So anyway, this is the fragrance that we're talking about. It came in this luxurious package. I kept it specifically for, this review, because I knew I was going to do a review one day. So I kept this package. So it came in a shopping bag, right? And this is the actual perfume in question. Right, that is Maahir by Lattafa, right? So you can see, just the attention to detail, the classiness. Look at that, this is gorgeous. You can see that a lot of work was put here. So this is a slide open, right? Which I guess after my fragrance is gone, I'm going to use maybe for, keeping my maybe earrings or jewelry or something like that, because this is one box that I will not let go to waste. So that is the fragrance we're talking about today, right? So it comes tucked in there. There is like a silver, padding there, which is very luxurious in appearance. So let me just untie this, right? I had to tie it for you guys. I've had this fragrance since last year, but I had to tie it so that you know exactly what we're talking about. So this is not going to just fall out. You can see it's firmly tucked in there, right? So I'm going to take it out now. Okay. Using my left hand, so that can be tricky sometimes, so. Maahir by Lattafa comes in this gorgeous, elegant, asymmetrical glass bottle, very heavy bottle. It comes in 100 mils eau de parfum concentration, and the cap is a horse head, right? So when I saw this in the fragrance shop last year, this was before COVID, and I saw this, I thought, okay, this might be a lead. Maybe this is one of the Penhaligon clones or something like that, or so yeah, I thought immediately maybe it's going to be one of the Penhaligon clones, or it will share the DNA or something, but no. So yeah, there it is. It says Maahir there. I don't know if you can see it because there's a lot of lights in here, and that's the cap. Very heavy cap, although it doesn't, well, it's okay. You've got to press it down, for it to clip. So yeah, I guess you can lift it with the bottle cap, right? So this is from their niche collection. This is Lattafa's private collection. When I bought it, they were actually saying, it's going to be for a certain period and then discontinued, because this is like I said, it's kind of like I don't know whether I can call it an anniversary, gift to us or something, right? So this is the fragrance that we want to talk about today. Oh, this is very firm, because as I tried opening it there, it's quite tight, right? So well done. They didn't spare any expenses here. Let me put my horse head here, and then get you a piece of paper and then spray this fragrance for you and let you know what it's about. And while we're waiting for the fragrance to sit, please do follow me on Instagram. I do follow back. I know I do have a lot of followers decent for my size. I do have a decent size followers, but I do follow back. Trust me, I do follow back. So if you do follow me on Instagram, I will give you a follow back, right? Okay, this has peony in it. It's got pink lily, jasmine, red berries, peach. There is some oud in the opening, right? There is some oud in the opening, definitely. And then it goes musky, woodsy. There's vanilla as well, vanilla blossom in here. It's very velvety as well because it does have sandalwood and bergamot, right? So yeah, this is Lattafa's private collection. It's their niche collection, and I think it's beautiful for the price, because looking at the presentation, I was expecting to pay more. Honestly speaking, I would have easily paid, say, even $100 for this, honestly. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything. I would have paid because the presentation, the work that they've just put in the, the box itself, the unboxing of it, it's just grand. This is, like I said, a package that it would be so heartbreaking even to throw it away, So obviously this is, it's one of their unisex perfumes. It's Eau de Parfum. It's very fruity. Right, it's very fruity and very spicy at the same time, but it does have that oud. So why I said in the beginning I wasn't reviewing it for you, I had not prepared myself to review it for you, but I just thought I should, is because I couldn't tell them apart with this one, except for the fruitiness. Because this one doesn't have a lot of fruits, the fruits that are in here, because this one has got red berries as well. It's got peach. So the peach and the red berries are sneaky. You can hear them. It transitions. This is not one fragrance that is flat. It's not a linear one. It transitions, right? So just when you think you've seen it all, it pops up with another twist. So that's the one. So why I hadn't really reviewed it is I have this oud velvet, and to me, I was really trying to get to a point where I'll tell them apart. So now it's raining outside. It's quite chilly. I sprayed this in the morning and I thought, okay, I think I can tell them apart. It's the fruitiness, it's the tang, it's the spiciness, it's the sweetness, it's the creaminess. Okay, it does share the same creaminess with oud velvet, but this one it's got that fruitiness tang to it, right? And it does have that crispiness in it, and it's the woods also keep popping up, so it does have those woods that keep coming up, but it's not really oudy oud. It does have oud, which is prominent, in their first sprayer, but then it kind of goes in the background. It's still there, but it's suppressed, and then it goes into a very woodsy but very floral and very spicy fragrance. I think there must be spices here, maybe like cinnamon, cinnamon, all those red spices, I think, because it's very, very velvety as well. It's I think it's ideal for cooler weather, which is why I can, I kind of, when I sprayed it this morning, I went outside, sat around, made sure I was just feeling the wind and the air to see how it goes. But it is a beast mode fragrance. It's not one of those very, soft fragrance that when you spray it, after 3-4 hours, you can hardly smell it. No, this one is in your face. It stays there. It sticks. So if you're not very much into those fragrances that don't go away, this would be one that you need to give a test run first. How I give a test run on my fragrances is I usually, spray them on my clothes and then leave, them in my closet. And then, I go there from time to time just to see if I'm okay with what's going on there, because I am one of those people that don't like to spray, no matter how beautiful a fragrance is. I don't prefer spraying it directly on myself, first spray, because sometimes, it can take a twist, and then you start feeling, or you start picking that vibe that no, I don't really like this fragrance. So yeah, this is what I do with my fragrance. So when I got this one, I sprayed it and I left it. And then around Christmas, I sprayed it again and I left it. And then I asked my daughter, you know, what she thought. And she also said, well, it kind of smells like something that you already have. So that's where I kind of felt a bit disappointed, which is why, I wasn't really drawn to it to do a review in as much as it's been in my possession for over a year, because I was thinking, what do I say about this? It really smells like something I already have. But no, this fragrance does have those fruits, those berries, those peaches, they keep popping up. So if you if you pay attention to detail, you can smell them in, as they pop up. They come in and they go away, and they come in and they go away, just like how the woods come in and go away. So it's a very difficult one to explain, but generally a good one, maybe because it does have that many ingredients in it, because like I said, peony, pink lily, jasmine, red berries, oud, woods, musk, vanilla, bergamot and all. So it does have a lot of ingredients in here, which gives it that twist and that vibe. But unfortunately for me, it would have been one of the fragrances that I actually kicked off my channel with, but I didn't, because I was just so clouded with that, oh, I've smelled this before, so yeah. The question, if maybe one would be asking, should I buy it if I already have Velvet Oud? Of course, if you love, if you love the twist in that fruity twist, then yeah. But yes, it does have the same vibe as Velvet Oud. If you love, and Velvet Oud happens to be their fragrance, so I hope I'm not losing you there by the people thinking, well, what is Velvet? Velvet Oud happens to be a fragrance from this house, Lattafa, as well. Lattafa is a Middle Eastern fragrance house, and no, I'm not affiliated with them. I am just giving you picks of some fragrances that I come across which I happen to like, and this house happens to do very, very fantastic fragrances. So yeah, if you have Velvet Oud and you're wondering, so should I buy this one if I have Velvet Oud? I would say yeah, probably. Or if you liked the Velvet Oud, but you felt okay, you would love it more if it had a sneaky pick of those fruits, then yeah, go ahead, because this does have that fruity twist to it. And the oud in here is not too, it's not in your face. Although the woods, the woodiness in it does make it a bit medicinal, but apart from that, if you can forgo that, then I think, yeah, you would have found yourself a gem here. If you can forgo that medicinal woodsy feel, because I'm not sure whether it's the way the woods have been blended, or it's just some deep heavy woods they've used here. I don't know, because they can be in your face, which to some people it can be a bit headache inducing. To some people it can be just too much, like, okay, I want to love it, but I don't know, I'm just not there yet. So yeah, this is a fragrance that I think is okay for me. But would I buy it again? No, I definitely wouldn't buy it again, because it just comes across with that traditional Lattafa vibe where you probably say, well, I have smelled this before. So that's why I hadn't done a review, because honestly speaking, when I got home and I sprayed it, I haven't sprayed it in the perfume shop, because they didn't have an open one. Unfortunately, that is how it is here. Sometimes if it's a cheap fragrance, if it's an expensive fragrance, they will go all the way and put a tester there. They didn't have a tester for it, but I bought it and I thought, oh, okay, I have a germ here, I found something. And then when I got home, I was like, why? Because I was expecting a surprise. I was expecting something that would deviate from the Lattafa norms. I was expecting something that will not be the traditional oud that they already have, especially because this was supposed to be like the one, I mean, in the sense that it's the niche one. It's the one that's packaged with the most dramatic packaging. It's the one, that is the luxury brand for them. I was expecting something, different. But if you don't have some of the fragrances that I have reviewed before, I will put links of, the Velvet Oud video. I've done it on my channel. I will put a link there in case somebody wants to refer to that. If you don't have some of those fragrances that I've reviewed before from Lattafa, especially the Velvet Oud, go for this. In fact, if you were to ask me, if I hadn't bought the Velvet Oud first, which one would I have bought? I would have definitely bought this one. I think I would have preferred this one from the Velvet Oud, because this one has got that twist, you know, that fruity twist. That is what I would have preferred from this one, because with the Velvet Oud and some of the Lattafas that I have already, like the Oud Mood, it kind of, you know, makes it very difficult to differentiate them. I can only differentiate them in the sense that, oh, okay, the Oud Mood is not creamy, you know, it's not velvety, so that's the difference, you know. So I would have definitely preferred this one. I wouldn't have bought the second one, but now that I've done it vice versa, I guess, you know, I'm stuck with the two of them. But then again, I still enjoy them. I think these are, you know, fragrances that I will reach out for from time to time, but I have to be like in a certain mood to appreciate them, because they are really heavy fragrances. For those people that like really heavy, heady fragrances, this is it. You know, Lattafa is not joking here. This is not like on your eau de toilette kind of journey or eau de cologne. This is eau de parfum, but somehow I think the oils here are so generous. They're not joking with the oils, you know, there's just an overdose of oil. So once you spray this fragrance, it just goes on and on and on. It's beast mode. Now, in terms of maybe who would appreciate it more, like I said, this is unisex. Everybody, it appeals to everybody. Age group, I think if you're daring enough to try out an oud, this is it. And again, let me say this, if you're new to oud, this would be one of my recommendations if you're new to oud, because oud can be a bit overwhelming for some people. So, you know, if you're looking for a starting point for oud, this would definitely be one of those, you know. And then again, if it turns out that you don't like it, look at the presentation. You just keep it for display purposes, like myself, you know, as a self-proclaimed perfume lover. You know, I'm okay with not liking it, but still keeping it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. It's been a long one. I've been a bit chatty these days. I love chatting to you guys. Okay, so this has been Maahir by Lattafa, an eau de parfum that comes in 100 mils, right? And it's unisex. So yeah, that's what I had to say about this fragrance. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed and you've watched this far, please do consider subscribing. We always have fun on this channel, you know, and we can meet in the comment section and you tell me what you think. If you have this fragrance already, do tell me what you think about it. I know I have had one person you know, who gave me this as a recommendation, and I told them that I've already got this fragrance. It's actually there in my if you watch the how I store my perfumes, you will see that I already have, you know, this fragrance. I've had it for a long time. Yeah, but generally this is what I had to say about it. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Do stay safe, do remember to always be fabulous, and do remember to turn on post notifications so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate, guys. Cheers.